So here's where I am. And I hate that this is where I am right now. But if this is all about us being honest, let's be honest. Well, I haven't done that in a while. One of those videos where we have an honest conversation. Let's have an honest conversation. Right now, we're kind of in a position where we depend on Asia heavily for most of our financial needs. I'm on unemployment, and that's good, and it's a nice supplement. But I am not the primary here. Let's be clear. Asia is the moneymaker right now, and I say that in the mindset of neither of us look at it as, oh, this is my money and this is your money. It's just the money, and that's a system that works well for us. She switched over to the new company, and everything seems to be fine. Today is their big drug test day, which not even a concern. Like, sure, me and Asia have the weed on occasion, but welcome to California where that shit's legal and should not be a problem. Uh, so she had to go pee in a cup. So as we speak, she's probably peeing in a cup or turning in her cup, whatever the case may be. And all week long, Asia was just like, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. This is no big deal. It's nothing. Like, I've got my license. And I was like, God damn right you got your license. So I'm not even upset. But she sent me a message all but 5 minutes ago. And she was like, hey, I'm going to pee in a cup now. And they're saying they're testing for THC. So I'm worried. And I'm like, there's nothing for you to be worried about. Like, she literally took her cannabis license with her to say, hey, look, here it is. You can't fuck with me. Now, understand that most places still test for THC, but you can't hold it against people because in California it's fucking legal. Like, you don't even have to have a license for it. I mean, you would want to have a license so for shit like this when it's time to go get work or something, but you don't even have to have the license. Like when I order mine, it's literally just me and I put in the order, and as long as you're over 21 and you've got your ID, it's fine. So she's in there, she's peeing now, and she's testing for it. So we'll know in a minute if it's going to be a problem. So now is that awkward, now we're kind of waiting to see what happens kind of thing. And if we're being honest, I'm left a little concerned. Now I can justify it 100 different ways. Like this company feels to me to be a little bit unprofessional. Unprofessional in the sense that she's been working now with this company for a couple of weeks, and they're just now getting around to the drug testing. So I mean, they're gonna test her. We haven't had any weed in about a week and a half, so it's in her system, but the levels are, hey, look, they should be down to a point where, hey, we can tell that you had weed a couple of weeks ago, but not like you're high right now kind of thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been drinking. So, um, so Asia's peeing in the cup now. I, I want to say in my heart of heart, and my soul of souls, that everything will be fine because, dude, it's always fine. It's always fine. We're always good. We always get shit done. But I want Asia to be able to stay where she is because she's got a crew. She's comfortable with her crew. She knows these people, and I want her to be able to have that. Like any minute now, we'll know. Like literally, by the time this video ends and is uploaded, I will already know. So we'll see. We'll have to see. Now, best case scenario is they test her pee. There's weed in her system, and they say, "Ah, your levels are low. Uh, we don't even worry about it. We're not fucking concerned about THC. So what? Go on back to work." Worst case scenario is that they're like, "We gotta let you go." I mean, that's like let's call the dichotomy what it is. Either they want her, insert whatever reasons here, or they don't want her, insert whatever reasons here. So we'll know in a minute exactly what they want to do. If they say no, if they tell her, nope, can't do this, we don't want you for whatever reason, I'm sorry, we have to let you go, that means she's off work tomorrow because they're not going to let her. Like, or at least it would be stupid if, we'll see. If that's the case, she still made pretty decent money this week. And between that and my checks from unemployment, we should be able to take care of rent for September and October. We'll see. Um, I want everything to be okay, of course. I was talking to Kari, and we were discussing Power Morphicon because anybody who follows my shit knows that I'm hyped as fuck for Power Morphicon. Like, that's gonna be my shit. It's a year from now, but I'm planning. It's a year from now, but I'm plotting. Like, I'm getting ahead of the game here. I'm ready to go. Um, I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. I'm reasonably sure everything's gonna be fine. But I've made a career out of making sure that I have just the right amount of concern about things. Like, I don't walk around paranoid all the damn time, but I also don't walk around like the world don't affect me. So this will be a good indication as to what's going to happen next because, like I said, by the time you see this, I'll have the answer. So we'll see. We'll see. Like, I'm talking to Kari about Power Morphicon. He's interested in going. He wants to come with us now. And he wants to do the whole thing. He wants to dress up. We found him a Quantum Ranger outfit he was really happy with. Like, this is what we want to do. And this job will allow us to do that. You know? Like, I've got an interview with the same company on Wednesday. And I don't want to say I'm banking on, but I at my core, I'm a security guard. Look at me. I'm 5'9", 250 pounds. I'm a security guard. So I don't really know how to do anything else. So we'll see. There is. Now, I could easily come out here and say to you, like, not even fucking worried about it. Not a big deal. It's going to work out. Everything's going to be fine. Ha 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 ha. But there is a note of concern. And if something does go wrong, it's not like we're being a bad way. It's not like, oh, now my bills aren't going to get paid. Now we're in trouble. Now what am I going to do? Now I'm super worried. Now everything's ruined. That's not the case. It'll just, if not this, something else. But there's still there's the uncertainty of, I don't like not knowing, is my thing. But we'll know in a minute. We'll know in a minute, one way or another, what we're going to do. Like, also, again, I've been drinking. Like, to pee in the cup, she's peed in the cup. They're testing the cup. Like, they're going to say, oh, okay, it's this, and that. And they'll know exactly what it is any second now. And if they say, sorry, we have to let you go, my phone's going to ring. And my wife's going to call me. Now, understand that I'm passing by all the other things that could happen. Like, they say, oh, you tested positive. We have to let you go. And then she whips out her license and they go, oh, you got a license. Okay. Like, I'm bypassing that. Because at the end of the day, the dichotomy of it is either they're going to keep her or they're not. Period. Full stop. So I sit and I wait on needles and pins to hear what they have to say. The longer it goes, the better I feel about it because no news is good news. No news means she tested, everything's fine, she's just unable to get to her phone to let me know. You know? But if they were to let her go because of this, then she's done. They're letting her go and she wouldn't have any qualms about sending me a message or giving me a call to let me know. So, as a captain, when she sent me this message, and I was like, hey, there's nothing for you to be worried about. You've got this under control. Everything's fine. And she was like, okay, yeah, you're right. And she went ahead and she did it. Now, that's the kind of attitude as the captain you need to portray. And you want to project that to your people. Get down. Hey. So that's what I project to her, because that's what a captain does. Now, if she calls me with bad news, then honestly, man, it's just like, oh, look, you get a day off tomorrow. We'll make it a whole thing. We'll do something. We'll find something else that we can be doing. We'll work it out. It's just, oh man, she's, I don't want to say comfortable at the job, but she's good at it and she's respected at her job, and I want her to be able to have that, and I want her to be able to keep that, and I want to be able for us to stay financially secure. Like right now, we're financially secure. I got a call from SMUD today, and they were like, "Hey, your bill's due, and if you don't pay by such and such and such and such," and I was like, "Pay it tomorrow." So I'm not worried about money. So much so that we've been looking into these concert tickets for her. She wants to go to a Tyler the Creator concert with Micah. I want to go ahead and grab my Power Morphicon tickets while I'm here. That kind of thing. So, like I said, the longer we go, the more comfortable I feel. Because what would be the point of her saying, oh, well, y'all gonna let me go? I guess I'm done for the day. You're firing me. And then she just not get on her phone and call me. That would be silly. So the longer it goes, the better I feel. And either way, we'll know at 5:30, and I'm sure things will be fine. But I'm trying to portray this level of confidence as her captain. I'll say this one last thing because I feel like I'm babbling, and then we'll let this go. You ready? You ready? Cool. As the captain, you have to portray like confidence. But I found that for whatever reasons you want to attribute to it, when I don't feel a certain way, Asia doesn't feel a certain way. If I have a drink in the middle of the day, like I did today, I mean a lot of drinks. I had a lot of drinks today. Asia is typically aware that I've had a lot of drinks long before we talk, because she and I we're in tune in such a way where she knows, and that's cool. So, as her captain, I try to portray this level of confidence even when she's not around, so that she feel like if she's gonna pick up any vibes from me, I want it to be vibes. So she's like, "Oh, my captain, he knows what's up. Everything's fine. All is well. Things are cool." So that's what I try to portray. This is me getting my feelings out to you, because as a captain, I can want things to be a certain way, and I can hope and I can have confidence and everything's fine, but sometimes that's not the case. And realistically, I want to be prepared for that either way. But right now, I am honestly, I'm about 70-30 that everything's going to be fine. Like, I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine. That's the whole point. We're imagining right now. I don't want there to be any problems. I want business as usual. I want to be able to, tomorrow morning, when the alarm clock goes off and Asia goes, because she got to get up, I could say, hey, babe, it could be worse. You could have got fired like such and such and such a did, because she's got a friend at work who just drinks, like, constantly. Like, at work, he's drinking. And they're going to catch up with him, I'm sure. So I want to be able to say, it could be worse. You could have got fired, like, insert this guy's name here, because I'm not going to put his business out. And I want to go, yeah, you're right, you're right. And then tomorrow morning I'll get up and I'll run my errands and get prepared to do all the things that I'm going to do. I just, talking about it helps. Me getting it out makes me feel better. But understand that while I have a note of concern, while it's like I hate things being up in the air and I don't know what's happening, please don't take this as, oh, he's worried, and they think, oh, everything's about to get fucked up because Asia's gonna get fired. What are they gonna do about money? They're never gonna get out of this situation. That's just not a thing. That's just not a thing, because one of my mottos is, if not this, something else. Also, another one of my mottos is get on board or get out of the way. Also, in my own way, on my own terms, in my own time. Like, which is the way I live my life. I'm unapologetically me. And if having some weed on the weekends puts us in a bad way, then there's nobody to blame but us. We did this. So, no, I don't feel badly about it. And we'll deal with it the way we always deal with everything, you know? So, we'll deal with this the way we deal with everything, and things will be fine. I, in my mind, debated on whether or not I would even post this video because what will end up happening is everything will be fine. Everything's going to work out smooth. And then it'll be like, well, why was he worried? Why would you even post a video? Like, you were so fucking worried if you knew everything was going to be fine. But it's because you need to be able to talk it out. And I really like the way my beard is coming out. Like, sure, I need to dye it. Maybe I'll have Asia dye it over the weekend. But yeah, I'm really happy with the beard right now. It's the sort of thing I don't want to say I've always wanted a beard, but it's like I'll get a beard because I want to be able to do different things with my shit, and it's like it's very difficult. Like I'm a guy, there are only so many things you can do, but now I've been drinking. I'm gonna go. I will do a follow up right after, as soon as I hear from Asia, one way or another. We'll know what's going on. Like, it could. A third option would be if you wanted to fuck with the dichotomy, was we've detected something in your system and it's inconclusive. Now go down to a place and get a serious test so we could find out once and for all. But it's like, I don't think this is going to be a problem. I just that's it. That's what's going on. It's not even the level of worry. As a captain, as your captain, as the captain, I have to be aware of all possible plans and I have to have a contingency for such things. You know? So I'm preparing for the worst, but expecting the best. I like that. In fact, that will now be the title of this video. With in parenthesis, an honest conversation. How about that? So I'm sure things will be fine. I'm sure things will be great. And if not, dude, I'm gonna get high as shit this weekend and I'm gonna kick it with my girl and I'm not gonna worry about the future or life or try to figure out what's going on till later. Until much later. Because we will have deserved that. Asia was talking about how she needs a break. I'm gonna make sure she gets a break. So if that's the case, Asia will get her break. If not, worst case scenario will be, well, no, best case will be everything's fine. We're gonna have her mom's car all next week because her mom's going out of town. So it's really us watching her car because she didn't want to leave it unattended. But I'll take her out. We'll get high as fuck. We'll order a pizza and we'll kick it. Everything will be everything, you know. So we'll see. Wow, just like that. Yeah, I've been drinking. I forgot what I was gonna call this thing. Oh, prepare for the worst, expect the best. Is that what I said? I think it was. Guess I could go watch the tape. But then I would be like, now I gotta rewind, and that would be a whole mess, you know? Like, fuck it. Let's just don't even worry about it. It'll in the next video you'll know for sure, and then we'll go from there. Don't pay me no attention. I've been drinking.